Hello and welcome to day 32 of 100 Days of Soulforce. My name is Joseph Arnold, and today I'm going to be sharing with you what to me is probably the most powerful self-inquiry, asking for help, guidance, connection with the universe practice that I've ever come across. I call it asking the mystery for help. It draws on the spirit of the gift, which is something I've talked about in this video series a few times. And it's basically a dialogue that you can carry out with yourself, and you can ask questions about anything, really, from relationship stuff to inner child wound stuff to like, why am I so tense, to what can I do to get better gigs, how can I not be so scared up on stage, all kinds of stuff, really basically anything. So I'm going to walk you through my little series of instructions that I've developed around this, and then you can try it on your own. And this will be included in my upcoming book. I'm changing the title a little bit. We're trying out new titles here. So the current tentative title is Soulforce Arts. Really, it's focused on performance arts a lot, but blah blah. Soulforce Arts, discovering the new vital role for musicians and artists in a world that's lost its mind. Something like that. And this is going to be sort of a central practice in that book. And if you want to learn more about that book, you can go to my website, josepharnold.com, and sign up for my email list there. Okay. So before we get into the practice, again, my name is Joseph Arnold. I'm a violinist, an Alexander Technique teacher, and founder of the Soulforce Arts Academy. And yeah, I've been using this practice a lot recently, asking the mystery for help, and I found it profoundly helpful and transformational on so many levels. Just emotional healing and just not feeling alone in the universe, feeling like I have some support from the mystery, which is, other names for the mystery are like God, Source, the ground of being, other ideas like that, the universe. You don't need to believe in anything in order to do this. There's no belief involved. So please keep an open mind and try it out. See what you notice for yourself. Again, I found it to be incredibly healing and incredibly powerful. And this is coming from somebody who used to be an atheist, so I have a lot of skepticism myself around ideas like the mystery, but it's been really powerful to actually begin to develop a relationship with it. And part of that relationship is in terms of the spirit of the gift. So we're going to be talking about sacrifice and offerings and return gifts. Sacrifice in this sense is something that you're willing to let go of. It's not like an onerous burden that you have to take on. It's like making an offering of something that you're ready to let go of in order to make space for something new. So that's the basic idea. So first, you want to get clear on what you want or what you don't want anymore. You want to formulate your question. So a good way of doing this is like, what do I need, or what do I need to sacrifice in order to X? In order to feel more at ease and confident up on stage, in order to release this muscular tension, in order to get better paying gigs, that kind of thing. So what do I need, or what do I need to sacrifice? Both lenses are really good. You could try both in order for X to happen. Okay, get really crystal clear about this. And you'll know that you're clear when you get a sort of emotionally. And so that's step one, and then step two is you're going to get in touch with the mystery. The way you do this, the way I do this, is through, you can close your eyes, you can do that with me now. It's really simple. The mystery is just you. And, oh, there's a doggy here. It's getting a little distracted. Mystery is just you. It's your awareness. But that part of your awareness that is connected to something much larger than yourself. And so you can close your eyes and notice the space around you. Notice the space around your body and around your visual field. Silence around any sounds that you hear. And you'll know you're on the right track when it feels like the silence or the space is listening back to you. There's a great story about somebody interviewing Mother Teresa about her prayer practice, and this person said, "So when you pray to God, what do you say?" Mother Teresa said, "I don't say anything, I just listen." The interviewer said, "Well, what does God say to you?" Mother Teresa said, "God doesn't say anything, he just listens." And if you don't understand that, I can't explain it to you. So it's that sense of listening to listening, and the listening back to your listening. It's very simple. Don't get caught up in trying to make anything happen. Just listen. And maybe you get a sense of that, maybe you don't, that's okay. Either way, that'll get clearer with time and practice. And then you ask a question into the mystery, into the space. What do I need to sacrifice in order for X to happen? Okay? So this is the first offering. You're offering up this question, and maybe you'll get a return gift. Maybe you'll get an answer. And it could be a thought or a memory or a feeling or an intuition or an image, a symbol, a body movement, a breath, a knowing, just this kind of deep, raw feeling of some kind. And just pay attention to that. You'll know that you're on the right track when you're not trying to think about what you need to sacrifice, but when you are, when you get a truth response, like an aha moment, something maybe underneath what you thought what you need to sacrifice. And once you get that, and once that's clear, and that might take a little while, until you get to like rock bottom, I need to sacrifice the story that if I don't get it right, I'll be a failure. I need to sacrifice the part of me that's so hard on myself. I need to sacrifice the story that I'm not already connected to self and the universe. I need to sacrifice the story that I'm not lovable. It's like it's that level. These are really deep stories oftentimes. Or it could be something simple, like I need to sacrifice getting it right. And then you look underneath that. What's underneath getting it right? Well, if I get it wrong, then I'm a failure. Or if I get it wrong, I'm unlovable. And oftentimes this is what muscular tension is about, for instance. Like, I gotta get it right. And underneath that is, well, then I won't be lovable if I don't get it right. So that could be the story that you could sacrifice. All right? So this is sounding a lot like the ancient practices of like making offerings and sacrifices to get gifts back. And it's exactly the same. It works. There's a reason our ancestors did it for so long. So then we make the second offering, or we ask about the second offering. And so you ask yourself, or you ask the mystery, okay, what's one small step that I can take today, right now, or sometime this week? Easy, actionable, measurable, small step that you can take to show yourself that you are lovable, that you are worthy, that whatever is related to this thing that you need to sacrifice. And in order to find that thing, right? So what do I need to sacrifice? Or what's one small step rather that I can do that's related to this sacrifice? Again, you ask the mystery. Something will come up. You don't need to rack your brains about it. Something will come up, an image, a feeling. It could be something that seems even unrelated, like, oh, I need to go get some ice cream. Like, how is that related to lovability? Or letting yourself dream bigger so you could get better gigs or something like that. But really, it's like an act of self-care. Maybe there's some part of you that's really hungry for nurturance. And that's one small thing that you can do to show yourself that you're capable of nurturing yourself in that way. And when you show yourself that, that's when you get the real return gifts back from the gods, so to speak, from the mystery. So you ask the mystery again, like what are these? What's one small step I can take in service of this sacrifice? And you wait for something to come up. And again, you'll get a hit on it, an emotional hit. Take a breath. You have an aha moment, an insight. Feeling like, oh man, I got to do that. Sometimes it's like that. Other times it's like, oh wow, I could really let myself do that. Small, measurable, and you make a time commitment to do this. Okay, by 5 o'clock on Thursday, I'm going to go going to go meet up with my friend, and we're going to talk about this part of myself that feels unlovable, just what that's like, right? So that could be the commitment you make. Do it by a particular time. When you do this, when you actually make the commitment and follow through, that shows the universe that you're serious about this initial question that you had. Right? So you got to show that you're serious. You got to show that you got some skin in the game. Or else the universe says, well, maybe you're not so serious. Maybe you don't really care about this, so I'm not going to give any return gifts to you. So you make the offering of your time, your attention, some kind of commitment, small. It could be small. And you'll get return gifts immediately. These could be new insights, a feeling of openness in your body, relaxation, some sort of healing, a healing of the sense of unworthiness. It could be a synchronicity. It could be something that happens in the outside world, like somebody new shows up in your life, or you get an email for a really fun gig, or just a kind of a pervasive sense of things like being okay or going well. Just a new sense of energy. Could be all kinds of things like that. Return gifts sometimes are immediate, sometimes they take a long time. Sometimes they're recognizable, sometimes they're really diffuse. So you don't get to choose how the return gift comes. You make the sacrifice, you make the offering, and then you wait. You wait for the return gift. And if you do this in the proper spirit, humility, authenticity, then you'll get something back. I found that the mystery, the universe, is very responsive, immediately generous. It's, pretty amazing actually overall. Been kneeling here, my legs are getting a little, falling asleep a little bit. So, and then you thank the mystery when you're done. You thank the universe. You acknowledge that you've been in relationship with something, the mystery, right? And this is what I find most healing about this whole thing, is recognizing that, I'm not alone in the universe anymore. I'm not a separate being in a world of other anymore. I have a direct relationship with the mystery. It's myself. It's just that myself is really different than the self that I thought I was. Much bigger, much more powerful, much more connected to all there is. So you thank that self, you thank the mystery for any gifts and for listening. And that itself brings gifts. That, I find that brings a sense of healing and well-being, release of tension. Okay, so I will have some of these instructions in the notes below. Please try this out. See what happens for you. Let me know what happens for you. You can send me an email through my website or in the comments below. And please do subscribe to this channel if you like this kind of thing. I'll have more videos coming out, lots of helpful kind of things. And subscribe to my email list if you want. I'll have updates about my book, which will be coming out maybe in the fall of 2022, hopefully. If you know an editor, I need an editor for my book. If you want lessons with me, Alexander Technique lessons, or this Soulforce kind of material, reach out. Again, josepharnold.com. I'd be really glad to hear from you. Okay, I'll see you next time.